Hey, what's up guys? It's Josh here. I'm here with Coach Katie. We're gonna go over this week's density workout for you. So for this workout, we're actually gonna switch things up as we go through. So we'll explain everything as we go along. You ready, Katie?
I'm ready.
Okay, so for the beginning of this workout, we're gonna start with a little bit of core work. We're gonna do some planks and some plank bridges. So for that plank, two positions here you can work on. You can work on that position, or that push-up position plank, or you go down to your forearms and elbows here. Same thing, same cues for both positions. Shoulders down away from those ears, abs are walled up, glutes are squeezed tight, kneecaps are pulled up towards your hips, and just focus on breathing here. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. That belly button's pulled in toward the spine, keeping that core engaged the whole time. Think about pulling those elbows down towards your hips to get those lats engaged as well. We want to work every single muscle in our body on this one. From there, you're going to roll over to your back and we'll do our plank bridges. So couple options here. You're gonna drive those elbows into the floor, get those feet or get those legs straight, then squeeze those glutes, driving your belt buckle up toward the ceiling. Kneecaps are pulled up. This can be pretty challenging, so you can go up and down. You can take those hips down whenever you need to, just like with the plank. Or you can also walk your feet in a little closer to your butt here. So the closer in you bring those feet, the easier this is gonna get. You can even bring those feet all the way in under your knees and just work that glute bridge here. Squeezing those glutes tight, like you're trying to crush that acorn between those cheeks. For these two, we're gonna go 40 seconds of work, about 5 seconds to switch, 2 sets of each, and then we're gonna move on. For our density set, we're gonna have 3 exercises today, and you're gonna go for 10 minutes, 5 reps of each exercise. Try to get as many sets in as you can in that 10 minutes. So we're gonna start on the suspension trainer with our 2-way rows. So we're in that moving plank position, glutes are squeezed, ribs are tucked, shoulders down away. Kake's got her palms facing down, so she's gonna pull her chest up toward her hands, so right at her armpits. Going back down, she's gonna rotate those hands, pulling her ribs up towards her hands. Keeping her shoulders down and away from her ears the entire time here. Palms down towards your armpits, palms up towards your ribs. Focus on squeezing those shoulder blades. The second exercise is our triple squat. So now if you stand up straight, get in positions, those elbows are right there at your ribs, and we're gonna go lunge on one leg, lunge on the other, those arms are extending on you, and then squat. So it's lunge, lunge, squat here. If you want to take it up a notch, you can add that jump in. So it's lunge, jump, squat, jump. If you want to go heavy on this one, you could also just grab a weight and do some lunges with the kettlebell or dumbbell here, whichever works best for you. You're doing 5 of those total here. So lunge, lunge, squat, that's 1. You're going to do that 5 times. Then our last exercise is our Blastoff Pushup. So from that push-up plank position, sit back into that V squat, explode forward into that push-up, and then back out. So you're gonna explode out, and then as you come up out of that push-up, I want you to think like you're trying to explode up and back in that push-up as well. Deep breath in, push that air as you press. You can slow it down like Katie was doing at the beginning. You can do any push-up variation that works for you. You can also just go with that traditional push-up up and down from the toes. You can go down from the toes, lower those knees, and press up from the knees. Again, down from your toes, up from your knees. You can work from your knees, or you can use the suspension trainer and do a chest press here as well. Whichever one works best for you. You got 10 minutes there. You don't have to force yourself to go the entire time. Take your time when you need to. Take some extra breaths. I don't want you necessarily pacing yourself. I want you to keep track of how you're feeling as you're going through this. Then when we're done with that density set, we're gonna do a little finisher here. So we're gonna have 3 exercises. We're gonna go 30 seconds of hard work, 15 seconds to switch. We're gonna go through them 3 times and we're done today. So we're gonna start with our forward lunge. So KK's in that forward facing position, facing away from the anchor point, arms are out straight. She's gonna take a big step forward. As she steps forward, those bands are gonna pull at her arms. She's gonna get a nice stretch through her chest. She's squeezing that back glute. Then she's gonna pull with her arms and press with her leg as she comes back up. She's squeezing that back glute, taking that back knee down just above the floor. That front heel stays in contact with the floor. Push back up. So one more here, KK. Deep breath in. Push that air as you press back up. From there, we're gonna go into our shoulder tap. So push up plank position again. Glutes are squeezed tight. Go as wide as you need to with your feet to keep your hips stable here. Push the ground away from you and just reaching up for that opposite shoulder. So she's really pushing away with that arm that's staying in contact with the floor here, keeping those hips nice and stable. From there, we're gonna come up And we're gonna go into, almost stay down there though, we're gonna go to our Smurf jack. So get to that low squat position and then kick those feet apart here. If you need to take the impact out, you can step out one leg at a time. You can come up straight and do traditional jumping jacks. Again, one leg at a time if you need to here, whatever variation you need to go with to make sure you get 30 seconds of hard work in there. Okay, that's our density set workout for this week. Great job, KK.
Thank you, bro.